Okay, hopefully this is going to be a small one, but this was another little download thought process that I came across today as I sit and I ponder things. This one kind of about love and opening up your heart, okay? I think about how we have a lot of people out here. People are looking. They want love. They're trying to heal. In the spirituality community, you got these stages that you got to go through, and you get into that phase where you're going through your healing after you've learned so much, and you've grown a lot of information. You've evolved. You've ascended some. You recognize that you have to detach, have to be someone that can easily detach from things and not be so attached to things all the time. You learn that you have to love yourself first. You must fall in love with yourself. And then you have these where you learn how to forgive, be gracious and full of gratitude, and then heal. And I'm going to tell you now, the healing process is a continual thing, people. It doesn't stop. You heal all throughout your life. You go through things all throughout your life. You learn lessons. You have bad times. You have good times. The bad times, you got to heal from them so that you can continue to move forward. Right? And you got people out here that they don't want to admit it. So like I said before, God damn it, I'm just saying, I'm going to be the voice of those that don't want to speak out because, well, society tells us that we have to do things a certain kind of way. We have to think a certain kind of way. And in the spiritual community, they're telling us we got to do things a certain kind of way. When we were in the church, we had to do things a certain kind of way. And you can't be a certain kind of thing. And fuck all the love and light all the goddamn time. It's not always that way, y'all. You have ups and downs. If you can say that you're always at this plateau of always being a high vibrational, something is amiss. Because you have ups and downs. You can learn how to try to transmute that energy, change it, whatever you got to do. You can learn how to, okay, I'm having a rough day today. Let me meditate. Let me smoke a blunt real quick, sit down, meditate, and get my thoughts together. But at the end of the day, you still going to face whatever it is that you got to face, right? It's the same thing with love, people. It's the same thing with love. I can tell you from my own experience, I'm not even going to tell you how many times I sat out there with my big old heart that I wear on my sleeve. And no, I don't have a sleeve on today, but on my sleeve. Always open. Always ready to love. To give love. And looking to receive it back. Many times over, I never received anything back. But I was always quick to give it out. Now I'm learning about the whole thing about detachment. And, as of late, it's quick for me to kind of like, what? Detach. Oh, I'm starting to see, I'm starting to see where your mind is at. And I don't want your stress. I don't want this stress on me no more. So let me just let you, let you be about you. And I'm going to be about me, boo. Right? And then you have me, who, even though I detach from you, I'm still open to the idea, to the possibilities of all things, because I know that there's a possibility for everything. And love is not counted out. For me, love is not counted out. Because I am divine love walking. And so if I am looking for myself, then I must be able to find myself. I feel like I got a star. I do got one coming up on my heart. Sorry, excuse me. I don't like that. Must mean I must have got some kind of dust or something in my eye. But anyway, it's kind of irritating it. I hate when I get these things. But anyway, being that we all know that I believe everyone has their divine counterpart. I believe there's a divine counterpart out there for everyone. Call me a hopeless romantic. I don't care. I really don't care. I know I have a divine counterpart. I know I have that soulmate out there because I made my own soulmate a long time ago in the stars. You see, man come from woman, period. I made my divine counterpart. I have past lives. So there were people that were placed in my past lives that now are able to come back and maybe possibly connect. We all do. What I'm noticing is that people are saying they're looking for love and this, that, and the other, but their hearts aren't open. Maybe they got a little bit, but they're not really. Because people are afraid. So, trust issues. I mean, I know I'm having that just on a regular daily basis. It's not even about a relationship. I don't trust nobody's word. And trust me. I don't know you, nigga. And I've had people in my life since my birth that said trust me, and they turned out to be everything that you don't trust. Right? Nowadays people's words are not what it is. Back in the day they used to say that, the word was law. My word is good as gold, right? Not no more. And if your word came with a handshake, it was supposed to be like double. Not no more. People will look at you and say, oh yes, you can trust me. And you're shaking their hand. And they're saying all these wonderful things. And then the whole time, the other hand is behind their back with their fingers. And this motherfucker think how stupid can they be? As soon as I get what I need from them, I'm out. And I'm going to leave them to pick up the pieces. Their hurt, their anger, their tendency to now, after they done been shown that you can't trust, they not going to trust. So they're going to close up their heart. And that's stuff people do to people. You would think after all the pain that I've gone through in my life that my heart should be hard as a rock. And yeah, I've had moments. I'm going to watch you. But that's not love. If you're afraid to step out there when Cupid done shot his arrow, and then hit you in the ass and hit your soulmate in the ass, and then either one of y'all or both, maybe y'all sitting there looking at each other, watching each other. A lot of the times, you got people, they done met their soulmate, and their soulmate is online. They sitting there watching their videos and looking and checking them out. I ain't seen no man in that video yet. But that don't mean nothing. I mean, she only showing herself. It could be somebody sitting over next to her, or it could be somebody sitting in her house, or I don't, she said she was single, but I see how she be posting all this stuff that she won't love. I'm sorry, y'all, it's a mosquito. I'm sorry, I forgot I was even videoing. It's a mosquito. These little bloodsuckers, they love this sweet juice. Okay, all right. I was trying to get that motherfucker. I'm sorry. All right, but anyway, But you sitting there like, she said she was single, but how do I know? He said he was single, but how do I know? I gotta watch and watch and watch and watch and watch and watch and watch. And I'm not seeing anything different, but yet I'm still watching. I don't want to be hurt again. So you're going to be afraid to step out there saying that you trust the Most High. The Most High done sent Cupid, and Cupid done shot your ass in the fucking ass with his arrow, and shot that other person in the ass with that arrow. And instead, you're going to keep on watching, saying, I'm scared to trust. I'm scared to give just a little bit of trust. Isn't that still putting a projection of the past onto that person? I want y'all to think about that for a minute. My heart is still wide open after all of the disappointment, the hurt and the pain. And even with my own family and all of that stuff too, y'all, I want to forgive. My ancestors now, they're like, they need to reap what they sow. But you still got to learn to forgive them, right? That way you can heal on this. And you can move forward and go into your next level peacefully. Right? And when it comes to love, it's the same thing. And even though you might still have to heal a little bit from your past, open your heart to your future. Don't sit up there and question and keep questioning whether or not you're going to be able to trust the person that you've been sitting up here gang stalking. You've been sitting up here stalking them on the internet, watching them, trying to figure out if they're in any type of relationship, instead of just reaching out and actually having a conversation. And don't be somebody that actually has a way of getting in touch with somebody that you want to ask these questions to, and you just won't even dial their number. I say these things because they're true. You might actually miss out on the blessing that the Most High sent you, because you're too busy trying to figure out whether or not you can trust that person, instead of actually stepping out there on a little bit of mustard seed faith and getting to know that person. Open up your heart. Let them in just a little bit. And as you continue to gain that relationship and see that that person might actually be very trustworthy, your heart is going to open up a little bit more and more and more and more. But you're going to have to step out there on faith with just a little bit. Or else you'll never know, because you might miss out on it. That's just a word of advice to those of you who are saying that you're out here looking for love and hoping that love is going to find you. Love can't find nothing when you got a whole goddamn moat around your heart. Love can't find you that way. You're going to have to put the drawbridge down so that love can walk over it. I'm just saying. God damn it. I love y'all. Think about it.